The links are relentless, but this one excites me. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the West Ham Network. Anton here, bringing you a little evening update, a little cheeky evening update. I hope you've had a good day. I hope if you are in London, you are wearing your raincoats, because I didn't realize the weather was so bad down south, because we've had some lovely weather up here. So eventually that will probably head back down your way, and we'll probably get the rain up here. Anyway, we're turning our spotlight to a red hot striker making a massive noise across Europe. Who am I talking about? Seru Girassi. Seru Girassi, the Ghanaian goal machine, is currently lighting up the Bundesliga for Stuttgart, and his performances are definitely turning many ahead. Now, Gerassi's journey to the top wasn't a straight shot. It wasn't as simple. He started young. He bounced around quite a lot of French clubs, owning his skills before landing at the Stade Lavallois as a teenager. And this is where his talent really started to blossom, eventually catching the eyes of French giants Lille. But his early career wasn't all smooth sailing. Now, like many other strikers, Girassi spent time on loan at various clubs, including FC Cologne and Eamon Sporting Club. Now, these loan spells might seem like a detour at first glance, but they were actually quite crucial for his development as a player. Now, they allowed him to adapt in different playing styles, defensive, and then making him a more well-rounded striker, you could say. The turning point came for him, though, in 2020 with a permanent move to Stade Rennais. This is where he really started to shine. He announced himself with a bang, scoring a brace on his debut, and he even etched his name into Stade Rennais history books by netting their first ever Champions League goal. But wait, there's more. He even bagged his first career hat-trick in 2022, proving that he can single-handedly win games. Pretty dominant centre-forward. Now, fast forward to 2024, Girassi is lighting up the Bundesliga with Stuttgart. And just look at the jaw-dropping, and I genuinely mean that when I say jaw-dropping stats of his player. This season alone, in 28 appearances for Stuttgart, he has scored 28 goals with 3 assists. In his time at Stuttgart, he has scored 44 goals in 58 appearances with 6 assists. So he is relentless. He is absolutely relentless in front of goal. Now, that's an incredible conversion rate, putting him right in the mix of Europe's best goal scorers. Now, what makes him special? What makes this guy the hot commodity? What makes him the flavour of the month or the flavour of the season? And he is really a true penalty box, fox in the box. But it's not just that. Now, he stands at a commanding 6'2". He's dominant aerial presence. He's a nightmare for defenders. And when it comes to crosses and set pieces, don't be fooled by his size, because surprisingly, he is quite agile for his stature. Now, he can get through defenders, he can find space with quickness, and his footwork kind of emulates a kind of smaller-sized player. This combination of strength, aerialness, a surprising agility makes him a very dangerous player, in particular in the final third, and that's maybe why you see the outlet that he's given. Even some Stuttgart fans have even compared him to their legendary striker. You ready for this one? Mario Gomez. Remember him? Do you remember him, a clinical finisher with an eye for goal? And there definitely are some comparisons and some similarities in their finishing ability. And I think if you were a young striker nowadays and you're getting compared to the top level strikers, you would absolutely take that. Now, here's the part that gets interesting. David Moyes is leaving with the incoming of Julen Lopetegui. And we are known that we are going to want to try and, well, necessarily have to burst the banks. I'll come on to that in a second. But Girassi could be a statement signing by West Ham. His goal-scoring record speaks for himself. His skill set seems like it's a perfect fit for Lopetegui's, possessional-based football. Tim Steiden's in control. Rob Newman's gone, and Tim Steiden's in full control. a strong enough Girassi to hold the ball, but also and bring others into play, but also possesses the pace to finish up top. Let's be honest, we do need a reliable striker. We do. I think we've got options there with Antonio. I think that needs to be a backup, and we probably need to look at a couple of players. But we need someone who can potentially consistently find the back of the net. It's always going to be tough to find. Now, as much as he ticks those boxes, his apparent demands could be upwards of £160,000 a week. We don't know that for sure, but that's currently what he could be looking for to make the move into the best league, you could say, in Europe. Now, the one last interesting detail around the Girassi is his release clause. Get this. This is ridiculous. It's just £15 million. It is just £15 million. That is really low for a striker of his caliber, especially considering his current form. And that probably will spark a bidding war between all the clubs, including West Ham. A player like Girassi does excite me. I can't deny it. It really does. And we are on the lookout. And one thing I believe we need to do is do our business early. We have to do our business early. That's the key thing. Get players in nice and early. Now, he's 28 years old, but he's in his prime. And I think if you're going to find players like that, you're going to be having to look in and around there. If you bring in, say, a Girassi and you're an Esri and you've got an Antonio, you've got options. You've got good options. So, on that, with the Girassi link, what do you think? Let me know in the comments. Let me know your thoughts on what I have said today. Please hit the subscribe button. We're on the march towards 25,000 subscribers. Who would have funked it? Join us on tomorrow. We'll have plenty of content coming your way. And of course, come on your